Day 43. 43 days that you have been doing this. 43 days as you have been discovering the joy of the scriptures. You're becoming a Bible reading machine. I'm loving it. And I'm loving that we get to do this together. Mark chapter 15. This chapter is all about the suffering, also known as the passion of Jesus. At the end of the last chapter, Jesus was accused of blasphemy before the Jewish council. And then they bring him to Pilate, to the Roman ruler. And blasphemy would not have been a problem for the Romans, definitely not punishable by law. And so the Jewish leaders accuse Jesus of sedition. They find a charge that is punishable by death. And so Pilate, against his better judgments, finds Jesus guilty, sentences him to death. At this stage, Jesus has been deserted. All his earthly, if we can call them that, his earthly friends, they are no longer with him. And he is on this journey of his life alone. They take Jesus to Golgotha. Golgotha means the place of the skull. Once again, Mark, writing to a Roman audience, translates the Aramaic into the Greek. Interestingly, he doesn't give us a lot of detail about crucifixion because the Romans would have understood crucifixion really well. Just another interesting fact, the name Golgotha is the Greek, and the Latin equivalent for that will be Calvary. And that's where we get the name Calvary, as the hill that Jesus died on is from the Latin name for skull. And so Jesus comes to his point of death as a human here on earth, and in that moment, darkness descends across that whole area. We know it couldn't have been a solar eclipse. A solar eclipse requires a new moon. This was a full moon, or very close to, because Passover is always at or very close to a full moon. And immediately as he dies, the veil is torn. The separation between God and man that separated the most holy place in the temple from the place that people could enter, separated the place that represented God's dwelling place from mankind. That is destroyed, that is torn from top to bottom, indicating that the sin that separated God and man, Adam's sin, was no longer a challenge. Jesus had come to make right what was broken.